The secret behind the secret, the importance of positive vibration to attract anything you want, what no one tells you about the secret. There is something almost no one realizes when they begin studying the law of attraction. People watch videos, read books, repeat positive phrases, create vision boards, write down desires, and practice affirmations every day, yet nothing changes, or it changes very little. This does not happen because the law of attraction doesn't work. It happens because the real secret behind the secret is rarely explained clearly. What most people call the secret is only the surface. Visualization is surface level. Affirmations are surface level. Positive thinking is surface level. What truly governs reality is not what you think occasionally, but what you emit consistently, even when you are not thinking about anything specific. This is called dominant vibration, and it is born from something much deeper than pretty words. You can say, "I am prosperous" 1,000 times a day. If deep inside your body is operating in tension, fear, comparison, frustration, or desperation, the vibration you are emitting is not prosperity. It is disguised lack. And the universe does not respond to what you say. It responds to what you are. The mistake begins when people believe the secret is about asking more, asking better, asking with more faith. But the law of attraction does not work through requests. It works through vibrational compatibility. You do not attract what you want. You attract what vibrates at the same level as you. That is why two people can do the exact same technique and have completely different results. One manifests quickly, the other becomes frustrated and says nothing works. The difference is not the method, it is the internal state. Positive vibration is not forced happiness. It is not pretending everything is fine. It is not denying problems. Positive vibration is internal coherence. It is when your thoughts, emotions, expectations, and identity are aligned with what you want to experience. When they are not aligned, an invisible internal noise is created, and that noise sabotages any attempt at manifestation. You teach this because it is uncomfortable. It is much easier to sell the idea that thinking positively is enough. But positive thinking without emotional alignment is like trying to tune a radio station by turning the wrong knob. You can increase the volume, but all you will hear is static. There is an even deeper detail. The universe responds to repeated emotional states, not to intense momentary desire. Wanting something desperately from a place of lack creates resistance. It is like pressing the accelerator while the brakes are still on. The engine makes noise, but the car doesn't move. Positive vibration is born when you stop fighting the present moment. When you understand that your current situation is not an enemy, but a calibration point. People who manifest easily are not desperate. They are calm, grounded, emotionally stable. They don't need to convince the universe of anything because they are not in conflict with it. There is a hidden pattern behind every major manifestation. First comes a silent shift in perception, then a shift in emotional state. Only after that does external reality reorganize itself. When people try to reverse this order, they suffer. Another ignored point. Vibration is not only emotion, it is identity. It is how you see yourself when no one is watching. It is the story you tell yourself about who you are and what you deserve. If your identity vibrates survivor, you may even make money, but it will leave. If it vibrates struggle, everything will feel hard. If it vibrates worthiness, opportunities appear where none existed before. The secret behind the secret is simple and profound. The universe responds to your emotional normal. Whatever feels normal to you repeats itself. Whatever feels distant or strange meets resistance. That is why some people feel uncomfortable when something good happens and unconsciously sabotage it. Their bodies do not recognize that frequency as safe. True positive vibration is not about being happy all the time. It is about being at peace with the process, trusting without immediate proof. internally sustaining what you want to experience without begging, tension, or emotional pressure. When you change your vibration, you don't need to chase. Things begin moving toward you. People, ideas, invitations, and solutions appear naturally, not because you forced them, but because you became compatible. There is a dangerous illusion often taught that the more you want something, the faster it comes. In truth, the more you let go, the faster it flows. Letting go is not giving up. It is stopping the emission of desperation. It is stopping the constant monitoring. It is stopping the question, is it here yet? That question alone already signals lack. True positive vibration is quiet. It does not need announcement. It is felt. It is a calm, internal expectation, a knowing that something is already on its way, even without knowing how. This state creates an extremely powerful attraction field. The secret behind the secret is that the universe does not test your faith through words, but through emotional states. It observes who you are when no one is motivating you, when there is no music, no video, no written affirmation. That is where your real vibration is revealed. As long as you try to convince the universe, you are vibrating doubt. When you align, you no longer need to convince. You simply allow. And it is exactly this transition from trying to aligning that we will explore deeply in the next part. There is an invisible moment when everything changes. It is not when the money arrives. It is not when the relationship appears. It is not when the opportunity materializes. It is before that, long before. It is when your internal state stops asking and begins expecting naturally. This is the point almost no one reaches, not because it is difficult, but because it requires surrendering emotional control. Most people believe positive vibration means feeling good, but that is incomplete. Feeling good can be temporary. The vibration that manifests is the one that becomes stable, the one that does not swing wildly in response to small external events. It is emotional stability. It is when your nervous system stops operating in survival mode. When you live in alert, anxiety, or urgency, even if you smile and repeat affirmations, your body vibrates lack. The universe responds to the body before it responds to the mind. That is why very rational people who understand everything often manifest very little. They know, but they do not feel coherently. There is a silent adjustment that precedes every major breakthrough, the reduction of internal resistance. Resistance is anything that says, this is hard, this takes time, this is not for me. Even when these thoughts are not spoken, they vibrate. The secret behind the secret is learning to neutralize resistance, not intensify desire. Excessive desire is a request loaded with fear. It is like someone shouting because they don't trust they will be heard. Those who trust speak softly. Those who trust wait. Those who trust do not beg. Powerful positive vibration is born from this silent confidence. Another common mistake is trying to raise vibration by escaping reality. Some people avoid news, conversations, emotions, and conflicts, believing this keeps their vibration high. In truth, this creates repression. Repressed emotions do not disappear. They turn into energetic noise, and energetic noise disrupts any attraction process. Positive vibration is not denying pain. It is processing pain without identifying with it. Feeling sadness without concluding life is sad. Feeling fear without concluding the future is dangerous. This emotional maturity creates a clean vibrational field, free of interference. When you reach this state, something curious happens. You stop asking when. Time stops being an enemy. And this is one of the clearest signs of alignment. The universe works on coherence time, not anxious time. When you align, time collaborates. There is also a rarely discussed point. Positive vibration requires detachment from the old self. Many people say they want a new reality, but remain emotionally loyal to the old one. They talk about the same problems, relive the same stories, reinforce the same internal narratives. This keeps vibration tied to the past. To attract something new, you must become emotionally unfamiliar with the old version of yourself, not rejecting who you were, but no longer defining yourself by it. The old identity must lose emotional charge. Only then does the new one gain form. Another invisible adjustment is how you react to small frustrations. Big manifestations are trained in small situations. When something doesn't go as expected and you react with irritation, drama, or victimhood, you reinforce resistance vibration. When you respond with neutrality, you train your system for stability. The universe observes how you handle little before releasing much. Not as punishment, but as vibrational calibration. If small losses throw you off balance, large gains would too. That is why mature positive vibration is calm, not excited. There is one specific state that accelerates everything: calm expectation, not naive hope, not blind faith. It is the internal feeling of, "This makes sense for me." When something makes sense in the body, it stops fighting. It allows. And allowing is the greatest act of attraction. When you enter this state, signs begin to appear. Coincidences, encounters, ideas, invitations, creative solutions. Not because the universe decided to reward you, but because you exited the blocked state. Reality was always trying to flow. You were the one creating tension. Another crucial point: positive vibration is not isolation, it is contribution. When you feel useful, when you solve problems, when you generate value, your vibration rises naturally. Prosperity does not respond to inflated ego, it responds to impact. The more you align with service, the easier the return flows. And here is the final point of the secret behind the secret. You do not attract what you try to control, you attract what you trust. Control generates tension, trust generates flow. Every time you try to control the outcome, you are energetically saying you do not trust the process. When you let go, you do not lose power, you gain it. The universe cooperates with those who do not fight it. True positive vibration is a partnership with life, not submission, not struggle, alignment. Walking, knowing something greater organizes the pieces when you do your internal work. And when that happens, reality has no choice but to respond.